Hello guys, TheRsdg here and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Mapmaking Season 2, Episode 21, Weekly. Yes, I'm still announcing this is weekly and I'm probably going to do it for a very long time. Anyways, let's head over to today's episode plan. And the fun thing is I actually already finished everything we want to do for this episode. Spoilers. Okay, so basically I've just finished all the last artifacts here. And for the new players, I figured I should announce this. There's probably some new viewers. If you're new, you don't know what this actually is. Basically, we are doing a PvP match. I'll quickly go over quickly. Okay, so we have some islands. People get divided around them, and basically they fight off a 1v1 battle. Let's, for example, take this island here. Let's say you and an opponent get spawned here. So one of you would spawn here, and the other one would spawn over here. Nothing too major here, but then you fight it out to the death, and basically there's a whole bunch of stuff, getting money, blah blah blah. That's not what I'm going to explain now. But basically, the winner, the victor of those islands, if there is a victor, will be able to get an artifact of that island. Every island will have an artifact, and these artifacts are basically special abilities. So once you obtain them, they actually will grant you a special ability that you can use once. So that's basically the gist of it. So basically we are going to do the last three. There are some mechanics of course behind them, and that's what I just programmed into. So if you collect the iron block one, let's say, you got the iron block one, you throw it like so, and then you can see some stuff happens. I actually did it already. Will this stop now, please? Thank you. Okay, so basically what this one does is you can guess from the heart particles. It will heal you when you get hit. So if you get hit from any source, so if a player hits you or you fall off a ledge, you'll get a regeneration effect, and that will heal you for a slight bit. The next one, the quartz block one, which is hard to see because of design, will increase attack speed and will slow the opponent's attack speed. I should have added down here. But yeah, that's basically what that one does. It's a very simple one. And then the most advanced and intriguing one here of the list, which is the lapis one, which is the last here, you can see that it's very long. It drops little droplets of XP from the air. And when your opponent picks them up, one by one, it will, it says it will kill them when they get to level 1, but it will actually grant them immense poison, which will put them down to almost 1 heart. Which is a lot more fair for the other player. I mean, killing them is a bit harsh, isn't it? So the player still has a chance to have his to strike back. Basically, that's what I want to say. So that's what each and every single one does. Let's quickly head over to the first one here. The first is the iron block one. It will heal the player when get hit. The first 3 command blocks for every single one are the same, with just some numbers altered. So I won't go over those later. So the first one sets for every entity, which will probably be an item, it will set the artifact number score, which basically numbers the artifact that it is. It's number 4, this one, and it will give it the number 4 if it is an iron block. So you can see that this one is a quartz block. I numbered it 9, and this is 10. This is lapis block. So there's 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Not too hard until so far, I hope. So next command it's not too hard actually. So it will execute at every artifact number of 4. So that's an item, which is number 4, basically an iron block. It will add to the nearest player, which is in every case the player who threw it, the tag at A4 user, and it's the same of course for this one, 9 and 10. So that determines the one who threw it, and then once we know who threw it, we can actually kill the artifact, the little item that is, not the player. And then we can go on from there, because we have the one who threw it, we know who, and we can apply some effects to that player and his surroundings. So for the iron one, we'll add a score to for every person who threw it. Every thrower will add the tag A4 user, A4 timer, sorry, which is just a dummy objective here. So that is just a timer. We'll time from 1 to I think 100. This one is. And it will do some stuff in between. So it will give you some an effect if you are an A4 user, if you have an artifact 4 score minimum 1, which is stat.damage taken. So when you take damage, you get a Minecraft gives you a certain score that is dependent on your damage, but it will always be more than 1 once you take damage. So this determines that you got damaged any way or another. And then if you also have a sufficient timer score, because you might not be in the timer score, then it will give you some regeneration 3 for 2 seconds without any particle effects. Not too hard. Then we do the same thing, but to give you some place some hard particles at your place. That's what you saw just then. And then after that, it will just set your artifact 4 score to 0 for everyone. So that basically means once you take damage, it will give you some regeneration. Will show some hard effects. Well, it will actually always show those. So it will give you some regeneration and then set your score back to 0. So only give it once. But if you take damage again, then it will reset, give you this effect. So it will again give you regeneration 2. So yeah, that's basically what happens. After that, when the timer reaches 100, we'll remove the A4 user tag. So your time is over basically, and it will also reset the timer for us. So the other commands don't respond anymore. I hope you got that. My ears are glowing because of that. I don't know, my ears start to glow because of I get excited and stuff. So let's quickly show you this. It's not too hard to do. Actually, what we need to do is we need to throw it and then quickly go to game mode 0. What we could do is we go to game mode 0. And you can see that, okay, let's actually give myself some regeneration here. Effects, TheRsdgProductions, regeneration 110. There. Did I do something wrong? I did do something wrong. Is not something. Regeneration. There you go. Okay, so now we get healed. Let's teleport ourselves. Wait, let's throw it and then teleport ourselves 10 blocks up. I should have set this up, shouldn't I? Okay. What I can actually do is... Okay, I just threw it. You can see the hearts, and now you can see that my hearts are healing and got some regeneration. I hope you caught that. Let's actually let the timer run out. Let's do it again. Okay, there you go. So you get some regeneration, and of course this is a big fall, so it won't really compensate for it. But if you got a slight hit, it will really compensate. I might change the values after testing if that does turn out to not be very good. But that's artifact number 4. I would say 1, but it's number 4. On to number 9. As I said, the first 3 are the same for everyone. We are not using any scored objectives, so do not get confused. And as I said, this was the easy one. So if you are an A9 user, so you're the user of the A9 artifact, artifact number 9, you'll get an haste effect 3 for 10 seconds. I actually wanted it to get a little bit more, but if I get a sword, a diamond sword, which is the slowest of ones that you can get. Once you have haste 5, this is actually haste 4. 0 is also 1. 0 is 1. 2 is 1, etc., etc. So this is haste 4. Once you get haste 5, you can't see your sword swing anymore, which makes it really strange to hit. So I basically went for that. And then the other player, basically when you are an A9 user, it will give an effect to every player that is not an A9 user in a radius of 15 blocks, and it will give mining fatigue to them for also 10 seconds, and also for mining fatigue 4. And then it will just remove the tag. So it's a very simple one. I can quickly show you this. I can actually do this in creative mode, very simple. So let's throw it, and then you can see that my sword swings really fast. And if I actually get a zombie... Yeah, it's at E. So let's get a zombie, and you'll see that there you go. Once I throw this, it doesn't show the effects, of course, because it's untrue. Okay, let's quickly remove those, and now you'll see some mining fatigue particle effects. So you know it's working. Fine enough. And dandy, let's get rid of you. Bye bye. Okay. So yeah, that's that one. It's really easy, I guess. Next one. As I said, first 3 are the same. We have a timer again here. A10 timer is also a dummy command. Shouldn't really surprise you at this point. And we're also adding it. Wow. I mean, who would expect that? Okay, so, but yeah, we're adding this score to every 8 and 10 timer. So we have an individual timer for at least 6 of these artifacts, which is pretty insane to say the least. And the next commands are not really insane as well. Basically, what we're doing is we're increasing every time your score hits exactly 10. We're summoning an XP orb around or 8 blocks above your player. So that's for the A10. Oh, it's not. Yeah, if you have an A10 timer score. Wow, try saying that 7 times in a row. and it will be value 1, which basically means it only holds 1 XP. So you need to collect 7 exactly to reach level 1. And what we'll do is we'll summon them at 20, we'll summon them at 30, 40, up until I think 100. Yeah, 100. So we'll summon 10 in total. Then what it will do is if you have if the score is 1, so basically once the artifact has just fired, we'll set everyone's level score back to 0, so everyone has 0 levels. And then if you if the timer is between 1 and 200, 200 is the ending and 1 is the beginning, it will give every player with a score of LM1, or score of LM1. LM means level minimum. So if you have a minimum level of 1, it will give you poison, 8 for 255. And you would think that at this instant, it's not. It's really strange how that works. It's probably some kind of strange function that determines that, but it's not extremely fast. It's not a lot faster actually than poison 4 or something. And then also once you reach level 1, you will have your levels removed again, just for some security reasons. And then after that, once the timer has reached 200, we'll remove your tag and set the timer back to 0, which we did before right here. So to show this, let's actually go to game mode 0. We'll probably have some health down. I quickly go to game mode. Yeah, I threw it, and there you can see the XP is falling. And now I hit level 1, and there you can see I got my poison and my level got removed. And you'll see that this just about takes me, yeah, if you were on about 9 hearts, it will take you down to this. This might be a little bit overpowered, but on the other hand, you can actually avoid getting this effect. And yeah, as I said, there's also some balancing work to do, but I can't really do that because I'm not on the server, do not have another player to test this with. So that's basically the gist of those artifacts. I hope you learned something from that if you wanted to do something similar or totally different, but like to use the techniques, I don't know. So we're going to check these off, that we all did them. We're going to remove the signs. Well, actually, I could have kept them and use them for later, never mind. But anyways, that's the little artifacts for today. I actually we have finished them all. I mean, that's pretty special. One thing I do have to mention is that I know there's a lot of new viewers, as I said in the beginning of this video, and if you don't know what this map actually is, it's not that hard, but I'm going to probably sooner or later make a little video about it, just to refer to every episode so you know what's up, because I have had a few minds that didn't really get what I was working on at the moment. So I hope you will appreciate that. And yeah, if you're a new viewer, don't fret, it's not a hard concept at all. I just hope you will enjoy these episodes. Anyways, I'm going to say the same thing again. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, leave a like in the description. Yeah, do that. And I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye!